So we continue our walk in Park Wood, which I sometimes call Bluebell Wood because it's got bluebells everywhere. But now these brambles have come up and lots of the bluebells have disappeared underneath the... Look, you can see them there, but as the brambles come up, you lose the bluebell. There's been bluebells all the way through here, but you can see, look, the brambles are overcoming them. They were everywhere across here, but now you can't see them very well. Now, as we go into the shade more, the brambles haven't got a chance. So we're back amongst the bluebells again. Look at those. Now, make the most of those, because if this current situation, we'll call it, goes on much more, we're going to be in a situation where you'll see the end of the bluebells as well. You've seen the flowers and come out, and you've seen the trees turn green, and then you're going to see the end of the bluebells. But it's going to be a while. Look at those. It's going to be a while before
Where do we go? Left or right?
we go right, and then we go left down here. Like a steeplechase down here, climbing over all these trees. Now this is, I think this must have been this year. I think I said this another time. It's still got leaves on it that are growing. A silver birch. That is another silver birch. They seem to have problems here. Look at it. Only thing holding that up is the tree it's leaning on. And I think, as I think I said before, this, has it got any connection to the... It's got just a tiny connection there to the roots. That piece there is so that's probably what's feeding the leaves that are coming out. So watch this space. I suppose they'll clear it because it's on a path, but often they leave them when they're down to take their own course. This is managed very well in here. It would be lovely to do a live broadcast through here, but sadly it's not possible because the quality, because of the low signal, would come out at 320 and not 4K, so 4000, so that would not be so good. I love how green it is. Green is such a peaceful colour. It's no wonder the world is full of it. I was telling the story, was I not, about when we were in Germany on the last video. Of course, for those of you who only watched the first few seconds, you're going to miss out. Not that you'll be bothered. We were talking about double entendre and double meaning, and I was not alleging exactly, but asserting that so many words in the English language have two meanings that if you were to avoid words with double meaning, you would be incapable of speaking. So there we go. Anyway, when we were in Germany, they were going to make something. We were not Germany, in Vienna, so it was in Austria. We were going to have something for dinner that night, specially made, a local speciality, and it's called Knödel. And we had no idea. What's a Knödel? Well, we like any food. We eat all sorts of things, so it didn't matter to us. But they were trying to explain, and the nearest thing we got was they're like dumplings, you know, suety dumplings, but except these have got lots of potato. What else have they got in, Irene?
I don't know. I think that's potato and flour.
Potato and flour, and so anyway, so we decided that these Knödels were actually dumplings, and there was no problem until we got to dinner time, and they were served up by a lovely friend. And her retort was, "Do you like my dumplings?" Well, I nearly choked. And then, of course, I had to explain that, as like so many words in English, dumplings has got another name. It means something else as well. But we've had some, because we travel, we've had some wonderful experiences of language. We were with some friends in Austria again, and we'd got a new granddaughter back in the day called Poppy, and so we said, "Oh, we have Poppy." Yes, we also have Poppy. I said, oh, lovely. I said, what does Poppy like to eat? Oh, you know, the normal tinned dog food. I thought, they're feeding their granddaughter dog food. I don't believe it. I said, so you give her dog food? Yes. She's only a puppy. What they meant was puppy. And we meant Poppy. So ours was granddaughter Poppy, theirs was a new dog, a puppy. We laughed a little about that. I thought they were feeding their granddaughter dog food. But that's the part of the joy of travel, because we've had a lot of laughs over language, the slightly different pronunciations. In Thailand, we've got a friend whose lad is called Guide, Guide, but of course there they find the D very hard to say, like some words that we find difficult. And so Guide is called Guy. And but it did take me, we've got an Agnieszka in our family, and it took me over a week to get it right. We've got a friend in Thailand called Montakan Sangwang. And because of the tonal language, I have tried and tried and tried. I think I'm saying it perfectly, and she says, no, it's Sangwang. And I don't know. I can only say Sangwang, and that's how it sounds. And apparently, occasionally, I get it right. But that's the fun of language. So I hope I can get this poem finished at some stage. And all about double entendre. So watch this space. It will be going on my poetry channel, Dave Hurr Poetry and Themes, with an dash and themes, and it's an ampersand. So if you look Dave Hurr and there's a bit of poetry with it, that'll be me. Maybe I can go from 169 views to 170. And I find it amazing that people aren't interested in poetry. But as I said in the last video, maybe it is just my poetry they're not interested in. That's a distinct possibility. But the strange thing is, when I read it to people, they say, that's fantastic, you should publish it. Can't quite get that mixed together. But anyway, this is the Rambeling Rambler in Parkwood, Coventry, United Kingdom, rambling as normal, and hoping that you're enjoying these wonderful scenery, even if you're not enjoying my rambling. So I think we're going to have a little break now. I think you must need a break after all this rambling. And I'll say thank you for watching, and a special thank you to those who have subscribed and those who are thinking about subscribing. A big thank you for you when you do it. So it's bye from Irene and bye from Dave in Coventry, UK. Bye everybody.